My SRC, my pride. A pleasure welcome to all. Myself, V. Nithya, Assistant Professor, Department of History, Sitharashmi Ramasamy College, Tiruchirappalli 2. Today, we are going to see some of the prehistoric excavation done in Tamil Nadu and how it reconstructs our prehistory. Before that, we should know what is archaeology. The word archaeology has its origin from two ancient Greek words, archaeos, meaning ancient or old, and loga, which stands for learning or study. Archaeology is the study of ancient and recent human past through the recovery and analysis of material remains. Archaeology is the only method available for the study of human action in the material world when other evidences such as variety of written materials and oral tradition narrating certain phenomenon fail. The survival of written documents is relatively limited, and hence, from the time that these documents became available, they provide additional tools to archaeology for its interpretation of past activities of man on the basis of material remains. Let me see about prehistoric archaeology. Archaeology of many kinds, and each type demands either specific or multiple specialization. The different kinds of archaeologies have been classified into two broad categories on the basis of nature of the work, that is involved on the basis of historical time periods. Prehistory is the study of past before the invention of writing, since there are no written records or historical accounts from the prehistoric time. Whatever we know about prehistory is purely on the basis of physical archaeological finds. It has very close link with biology, biological anthropology, and geology. The beginning of prehistoric archaeology was laid by the finding of stone tools, that is, hand axes, in association with fossil animal bones in the cliff over the river Somme in France by Poucher G. Pates in 1836. He was considered in France as the father of prehistory. This was followed by the discovery of Pengelly in cave at Brixham, South Devon, England in 1863. In 1857, a human skull was found on the River Dussel in Germany. The finds of skeleton remains made it an important part of the prehistoric archaeology. The Stone Age is the prehistoric period, that is, the period before the development of the sculpture. Therefore, the main source of information for this period is the archaeological excavations. On the basis of geological age, the type and technology of stone tools, and subsistence base, the Indian Stone Age is classified primarily into three types. Number one, Paleolithic age, that is Old Stone Age. Number two, Mesolithic age, that is Late Stone Age. Number three is the Neolithic age, that is New Stone Age. Chalcolithic and Iron Ages all comes under Neolithic period. Robert Bruce Foote is the archaeologist who discovered the first Paleolithic tools in India, Pallavaram hand axe. So he considered as the father of prehistory in India. The discovery of the first stone tool by Robert Brucefoot in Pallavaram, that is Tamil Nadu, in 1863 was the starting point of Indian prehistory. Robert Brucefoot, in which he further discovered sites in Gujarat and South India. Let us discuss some of the prehistoric sites that have been excavated in the southern region of India, namely Arikamedu, Adichanallur, Urayur, Kavirpattinam, Karur, Pallavaram, Kodumanal, and Keerali. Tamil Nadu was the core region for the emergence of civilization in the south. So far, many sites have been excavated in Tamil Nadu before and after independence. The prehistoric site of Arikamedu in Pondicherry has been referred by Ptolemy in his geography. The historical importance of Arikamedu and its connection with the Roman Empire was first recognized by Joey Duprel. However, Wheeler conducted the most extensive excavation of the site. The archaeological find shows that Arikamedu was once a considerable town with a warehouse, textile manufacturing, and several bead-making establishments. A kind of red-glassed pottery presumed manufactured in Italy, Rome, lamp and glassware, the Mediterranean type amphorae are among the objects discovered which testified that Archimedes was an emporium of Western trade. Archaeology confirms the evidence of literature. The discovery of a Roman factory at Archimedes confirms the four actors of the Dept suggested for the Sangam age. Archimedes has also yielded a small number of Chinese skeleton ware which confirm its brick trade with China. Let me see Adichanallur excavation. Adichanallur is an archaeological site located in Thoothukudi district in southern Tamil Nadu. The town is locally known as Adichanallur and has been the site of numerous significant archaeological finds. It has been an active playground of archaeologists and anthropologists for more than 150 years. Four excavations in Adichanallur was done by a German, a Frenchman, a British, and finally by Indians. They all have unearthed hundreds of burial urns, most of them several thousand years old, along with skeleton remains and thousands of iron and bronze artifacts, including weapons and gold jewelry. Adichanallur has attracted nationwide attention for three important findings. An inscription in a rudimentary Tamil Brahmi, a portrait with a dramatic motif, and the remains of living quarters. Next, we see Urayur excavation. The archaeologists were late to reach Urayur, by which time it was densely populated suburb of Tiruchirappalli. A few open field and school playground were the only places to excavate for artifacts. But even those limited excavation were successful. Among the items discovered were pottery, terracotta, human figurine, and small jewelry. Most amusingly, the remains of a brick dyeing what were discovered confirmed Urayur stated as an ancient textile capital. Unfortunately, the survey was not very extensive because every available piece of land was built upon, probably burying all vestiges of an advanced ancient civilization. The strategic location of Urayur near the Kaveri River made it an international trade center that was frequently visited by Greeks and Romans. Under the Cholas, Urayur remained as the major seat of textile industry and remained so even after the transfer of capital to Kaviripumbattinam. Spinning and weaving of cotton and perhaps also of silk had attained a high degree of perfection. Let me see Kaviripattinam excavation. Kaviripattinam is a town in the Nagapattinam district in the southern Indian state of Tamil Nadu. Ancient port city of known as Kaveri Pumpattinam, which for some time was the capital of early Chola king in Tamilnadu. Puhar is located near the end point of river Kaveri, aside the sea coast. It is mentioned in the Peripulus of Mediterranean Sea. Marine archaeological research conducted by the National Institute of Marine Archaeology at Goa has established that much of the town was washed away by progressive erosion and flood. In the 1960s and 70s, archaeological researches were conducted under the leadership of noted archaeologist Dr. K.V. Soundararajan. Long submerged walls of Peace Wall excavated in the recent time have incorporated the literary reference to Kaviripattinam. It was built several times after that. Ancient pottery dating back to the 4th century BC has been discovered by marine archaeologists east of this town. The history of Tamil Nadu can be traced to the prehistoric period. ASA has conducted extensive excavation in the state and deciphered a number of facts about the socio-cultural life and existed in the past. Karur is the first ever excavated site in Amravati River Valley. Important evidences like Tamil Brahmi inscribed potsherds, graffiti marks, Chera coins, Roman artifacts like coins, amphorae, and brick structure have been unearthed and all indicative of urban nature. Regardless of its importance, either Karur or the entire valley did not receive the proper attention of archaeologists. In 1863, Robert Bruce Ford discovered the archaeological significance of Pallavaram, which pushed back the antiquity of man in Tamil Nadu to more than half a million years ago and placed this region on the world map of prehistoric culture. In the recent time, 2,300 years old sarcophagus have been discovered from Pallavaram, which is similar to the structure discovered by the British archaeologist Alexander Reed some 140 years ago. Next, the Kodumanal excavation. The prehistoric site of Kodumanal was the site of booming ancient trade and find its mention in Paditripattu of Sangam text. This ancient city of Chera dynasty was the home of skilled craftsmen who had expertise in making high quality iron and beads. The antiquity of Kodumanal was first noticed in 1961 by an archaeologist of the ASABN, Srinivasa Desigan. However, the real archaeological potential of the site was first brought out by Pulavar S. Raju. Keladi excavation. Keladi, or biggest ancient excavation site in South India, it is considered as the Bangalore of Mohenjo-daro. Carbon dating of charcoal found at the site has confirmed that the settlement there belonged to 200 BC. These excavations thus proved that urban civilization had existed in Tamil Nadu in the Sangam age. The digging, the antiquities discovered from Keladi include potsherds, terracotta, archaeological evidences for the existence of a secular civilization belonging to the Sangam era. One of the primary aims of archaeology is to unravel the human past through material remains. Archaeologists and anthropologists generally use term cultural evolution to visualize the long-term trend in human history. It represents the evolution of human culture from the earliest to the present and from evolution of human culture from the earliest to the present and from simple to complex. Tamil Nadu was the core region for the emergence of civilization in the south. So far, many sites have been excavated in Tamil Nadu before and after independence. The archaeological find shows that Aricamadu was once a considerable town with a warehouse, textile manufacturing, and several bead making establishments. Archaeology confirms the evidences of literature. The history of Tamil Nadu can be traced from the prehistoric period to the historic period. Archaeological sites in Tamil Nadu include those places which have observed the growth and decline of ancient civilizations and houses the remnant of the same. Archaeologists deciphered a number of facts about the socio-cultural life that exists in the past. Remains found in these sites consolidate the fact that the people of this region were highly skilled in artistry, whereas the architectural remains demonstrate the blend of different architectural styles. These sites serve the dual purpose of presenting a number of evidences to decipher the varied aspect of Indian history and popularizing the place as inviting tourist destination. I believe that you may all get some little information about prehistoric archaeology in Tamil Nadu. Thank you.